Hi everyone. Thanks for checking out Truck Drums, the new Majitone instrument. I was going to talk you through the features of things. So setup wise, it was as simple as possible. I didn't multi-mic anything. I really just wanted the sound of the drums in a truck, which actually sounded really great. You know, it's an aluminium body, but it had kind of wood panels on the sides, I guess, for kind of attaching loads and stuff. So I used 3/4 mics. The main bulk of the work is being done by this microphone, which is the Extinct Audio Valkyr stereo ribbon mic, and I placed this at a diagonal, kind of so the center of the kit takes in both the kick and the snare, and that is pretty much 90% of the drum sound. There's no room mics on it. I just moved the overheads a little bit further away. There is a close mic on the kick drum, which is an Aston Origin, and on the snare, no prizes for guessing, Shure SM57. All going into my Audient ID44. Nice and simple, nice and clean, and yeah, I think sounds great. The drums I used, the kick drum was a 24-inch 1970s Gretsch that had coated heads on both sides. I think I muffled it with a t-shirt and I used a wooden beater. The rack tom is a 13x9 Ludwig Vistalite with Ludwig silver dot heads on it, top and bottom. And the floor tom was an 18x16 Ludwig Vistalite with Ludwig silver dot heads, top and bottom. The crash ride cymbal was a Dave Collingwood 21-inch cymbal that he made for me a few years ago. And the hi-hats were a pair of 16-inch Zildjian crashes. There's 3 snares in there. So the first snare that we've got... Well, this is a funny story, this drum. I think it's actually a bronze snare. I actually got it replated. It was spray painted blue. It's a really heavy drum. Sounds fantastic, especially in that kind of reverby room. This thing, this was made for me by Fraser Murray. It's undersized like a Sonar. This is a segmented shell drum. It takes your head off. It's an amazing drum, which I made a few years ago. It's a 12x5 maple shell. Great little drum. Sounds much bigger than it actually is. So, it's multi-sampled. There's 5 round robins, 5 velocity layers for almost every sound. The ones that don't have that are the open hi-hat and the hi-hat splash, just because you can't really do velocity layers of those. Or at least I'm not a good enough drummer to make that happen. Anyway, so those are just kind of single layers as they come, but they do have the round robins. So you've got those. You've also got one shots, which are just velocity layers of the hits. And I've also included over 70 loops as well. So if we jump over here, you can see here is the contact instrument. Sounds great. So that's the Ludwig. This is the Murray. Sounds pretty beefy. And then we've got the little 12-inch drum. And then we've got snares off of the Murray, because it just sounded fantastic. And then click of the Murray drum as well. Hi-hats. And the crash ride cymbal. Nice. Oh, and then of course the kick drum. Oh, fantastic. Love that drum. So that's the kind of sample instrument. Loop-wise, they're fairly kind of low tempo, just because if you play quickly in that reverberant of space, it just turns to audio blancmange, and no one wants that. So I tried to ape stuff that was kind of reverby, which I think you can see where this is going. The choice of the drums, the reverby space. You see where that's heading, yeah. So there's loads of stuff like that, but also kind of more straightforward stuff. I put a bunch of fills in there. All sorts of stuff. There's also this one, which is I was just kind of jamming out and enjoying playing in the room, and I came up with this silly pattern in 7/4. And I thought I might as well put it in. It's a bit of a wild card loop if anybody's into that sort of thing, but could be fun. And yeah, there's a couple of other little bits. So yeah, that's really the kind of truck drums instrument. Super simple, really straightforward. If you want to process it more, compress it, it's all there. And yeah, thanks for checking it out.